Live from WRAL News headquarters in Raleigh, your #1 source for local news. WRAL News, coverage you can count on.
Right now at 11, police search for a murder suspect who cut off his ankle monitor. WRAL digs into his criminal history and finds out why he's out of jail.
And no break from the heat and humidity over the next couple of days. We'll talk about when those temperatures could climb to heat advisory criteria coming up.
And a church catches fire in Durham. The WRAL Breaking News Tracker takes you to the scene where we hear from the pastor. Good evening, and thanks for staying up with us tonight. I'm Julian Grace. Let's get started right here. Officers in Halifax County are looking for a murder suspect on the run this evening. We're talking about this man. He was released from jail yesterday with an electronic ankle monitor, which he then cut off. WRAL's Carly Haynes found out more about who this man is and the charges he currently faces.
Deputies say they searched all of last night and this morning, and now they're asking for the public's help. The suspect has an extensive criminal history. A man accused of murder is on the run in Halifax County.
This just makes me want to go home now, put my groceries in the car and go home.
The Halifax County Sheriff's Office says 27-year-old Shelby Trayvon Edwards was released from jail Friday with an ankle monitor, which he cut off that same day. Now, deputies can't find him.
It's scary because they could walk up in someone's backyard and they don't realize who it is.
Neighbors in Roanoke Rapids are wondering how a person facing first-degree murder, robbery with a dangerous weapon, felony conspiracy, and assault charges was released from jail in the first place.
Even your court systems and your judges or whoever let this guy out, and now he's out and about, don't know what he's going to do.
Edwards' charges stem from an incident in 2021 in which he and 4 other men were arrested for a fatal shooting. But this isn't the first time Edwards has escaped from jail. State records show at 17 years old, he escaped from a juvenile detention home 30 miles south of Richmond, Virginia in 2013 and was later discovered hiding in a woman's attic.
It just makes you wonder how people get out so easily.
According to state records, Edwards had a court date scheduled for October 9th later this year. Carly Haynes, WRAL News, Halifax County.
Now to some breaking news in Durham. A church is on fire in the Bragtown area. Video from our WRAL Breaking News Tracker shows firefighters working to put out the flames. This is the Greater Walton United Holy Church. No word yet on what might have caused the fire or how much damage it was caused. We heard from the pastor just moments ago.
And our building here at 706 Bevan Avenue has been here for 37 years. But we are confident that we will bounce back. We're resilient, and that God will certainly see us through this process.
Love to hear his faith in a time like this. Firefighters ask that folks stay out of the area until the fire is completely out. We're also staying on top of breaking news in Wake Forest. This is video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker on Kearney Road. Police tell us 4 people are in the hospital after a car ran off the road. They say those people have minor injuries. Investigators have not said what may have caused the crash. Family and friends of Alicia Watts traveled from Moore County to Charlotte today to keep pressing police for more information regarding her disappearance. Now, Watts has been missing since July 16th. We met with the group privately and earlier today before they departed from Southern Pines this morning. WRAL has recently learned that a police search related to the disappearance of Watts turned up a shell casing in front of her boyfriend's home. Police consider her boyfriend, James Dunmore, a person of interest in her disappearance. Watts was last seen on July 16th heading to Charlotte with Dunmore. He was found unresponsive in her SUV in Anson County 2 days later, but there was no sign of Watts. We now know that Dunmore tried to commit suicide. New tonight, a man Wake County deputies say broke into a house not once, not twice, but 3 times, is now free on bond. And the homeowner shared ring camera video of the crimes with us today. Take a look at this video right here. You're looking at video from July 20th from a home on Averett Road. You can see a blue pickup truck pulling up to the house. In this video, you can also see the man from the truck walking up to the house, past the cat on the steps to the right there. Then he appears to ring the doorbell, we assume to make sure no one is at home. And then he does this. He tries to cover the camera with some type of object from the porch after, of course, we've already clearly seen his face. The suspect initially stole 2 TVs and other belongings. He then comes back and stole lawn equipment. This is the man right here. Deputies arrested 47-year-old Daniel Williams. They say 2 days ago he faces breaking and entering charges. He's free on a $15,000 bond. Deputies also say they were able to recover some of the stolen items. We've learned a fiery and deadly crash on I-40 in Greensboro is now under investigation as a homicide. Around 4:30 in the morning yesterday, Greensboro first responders got word of a car crash in the area of exit 216 on the interstate. Now, when they arrived, they saw a car in the middle lane and one person was on fire on the inside. After the fire was put out, police found bullet holes in the vehicle. EMS pronounced 35-year-old Dedrick Wooding dead at the scene. Celeste Smith describes the chaos shortly after the crash happened on that very busy stretch of interstate.
On I-40 West, it's a car in the middle of the highway on fire. And I think that the owner of the car is having a hard time getting out the car. But the fire is starting to spread. When we drove by the person, he was holding his arms and stuff out the window. He needed help getting out.
Drivers called in 911 calls around 5 o'clock Friday morning, describing the frightening scene unfolding on Interstate 40 West in Greensboro. A multi-vehicle crash shut down all lanes between exit 218 near Freeman Mill Road and exit 214 by West Wendover Avenue.
He's unconscious inside the car, and his car is on fire. They can't get him to wake up.
One driver said their vehicle had been hit on I-40 West by the Wendover Avenue exit.
I got sideswiped on the highway, and I'm on the side of the road. And then on the car in the middle of the road and went on the side of the road.
Guilford County EMS took one person to the hospital with serious injuries. The road reopened around 11:30 a.m. Several drivers were surprised the crash led nearly a 5-mile stretch of the road to be closed for nearly 7 hours.
That's a long time, so that is kind of shocking for it to be shut down that long.
Some drivers say while they hope everyone involved is okay, being rerouted because of the closure impacted their commute to work.
I was 30 minutes late for work. I was using the Waze app to kind of help me guide myself through 40, and it said that there was a big crash there, so I just bypassed it, got on 70. Got on Wendover and got to work.
Other drivers were concerned they didn't see alerts about the road closure.
For no alert to actually be sent out to inform everyone that something's going on with it being part of Triad, because 40 is extremely busy, literally from sun up to sundown. So for it to be shut down that long, I'm hoping everybody is okay.
That was Celeste Smith reporting. Now, Dedrick Wooding's brother, Darius Wooding, says that Dedrick has a 12-year-old son. Darius also says he has no idea where Dedrick was heading yesterday morning and no clue what happened in the moments leading up to his brother's death. North Carolina is getting nearly $19 million in federal funding to make its power grid stronger and more reliable. This will help communities, especially those facing challenges, have access to affordable and clean electricity. The money will also support training and hiring skilled workers for clean energy projects. The funding is part of the Biden administration's Investing in America plan. Another night without a jackpot winner in the Mega Millions drawing, so you still have a chance. Because no one matched all 6 numbers last night, the top prize shot up to $1.55 billion for the next drawing Tuesday night. Now, this makes the largest jackpot in Mega Millions history. A lump sum payment would be an estimated $757 million. You can watch the big drawing Tuesday night live on WRAL right before our 11 o'clock news. A social media influencer faces rioting charges after chaos broke out in New York City. And he's not the only one. How many arrests police made and how many officers were injured when a video game giveaway got out of control. Plus, some huge progress at a local animal shelter. 40 adoptions in just one day. How you can help find a pet for its forever home. The Clear the Shelter campaign continues. Anthony.
And Julian, it certainly is still a warm evening. Temperatures at 80 degrees right now in Fayetteville, near 80 in many other spots. We'll talk about just how warm those temperatures will get into tomorrow, plus a look at storm chances as well coming up.
And as we head into the break, here's another look at your winning Powerball numbers. 62, 44, 65, 18, 42, 23. And your Power Play multiplier is 2.
Let WRAL News help prepare you for the day ahead. We help set you up for success.
Whenever you wake up.
With the most up-to-the-minute breaking news. Weather from the only station with a live dual-pole radar. Every 10 minutes, every day, all morning. Certified accurate by WRAL meteorologists. Time-saver traffic ensures you know about the backups before you're in them. Stay connected so you can plan like a pro.
The most watched morning news tomorrow morning, every morning. WRAL Mornings.
Hey, Panthers fans, the new Carolina Panthers scratch-offs are available now. The new Carolina Panthers scratch-off with a $200,000 top prize. Yeah! Enter for a chance to win season tickets to the new premium field-level vault experience.
And think about when we first met, the only thing you had was the realty business.
Yes.
How many businesses do you have now?
Now I have 20.
Yeah.
And I think that this is only possible because of you. You always connecting me with the right people.
For me, connecting you with the right person that can help you get from point A to point B and to see you achieve your success, it makes you feel good. And I'm looking forward to the next 5 years and seeing how much more we can continue to grow.
We are unstoppable.
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. With America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Get up to $1,000 bonus cash on the 2023 Tucson or Santa Fe, plus 3.29% APR. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Boost Infinite is a new mobile service offering you more coverage on America's largest 5G networks. It's an unlimited plan for just $25 a month per line forever.
So I don't need 4 lines to get the best deal?
Nope. You don't need a mannequin family to get that $25 price.
Great, because my family is really starting to freak me out.
I think that one winked at me. Go to boostinfinite.com and get unlimited for $25 a month forever.
How's your day?
Are you kidding me? I'm great. I just hit a perfect 3-wood. I was 225 out. Water in front, breeze in my face. But I went for it. I hit this perfect draw. Landed pin high.
Get excited about your game this August and save up to 20% at Golf Tech.
I've been taking lessons at Golf Tech. Golf Tech is the way to way better.
Liquor, add car keys, and it's a killer.
There's really no excuse for drunk driving.
That's why when we get a case involving a drunk driver, we go all out to investigate.
We talk to witnesses and work to ensure that the drunk driver is punished for the pain they caused.
It's our mission to keep the roadway safe and get drunk drivers off the road.
If you've been injured by a drunk driver, bring your case to us.
We're attorneys Tatum and Atkinson, the heavy hitters.
And we hit drunk drivers hard.
Call the heavy hitters. They'll work to get you more. 1-800-LAW-0804.
Welcome back. Have you seen this video? The social media influencer who sparked this chaos in New York City now faces several charges. Hundreds of people showed up to Manhattan's Union Square for a PlayStation giveaway, and things quickly got out of hand. The man at the center of it all is Kai Cenat, a streamer on Twitch and YouTube. He's charged with rioting, inciting a riot, and unlawful assembly. At least 60 other people were arrested in yesterday's mayhem. 3 officers were injured, and at least 4 others had to go to the hospital. Wow. The FDA has just approved a first-ever pill to treat postpartum depression. A UNC doctor was part of the group that worked on the trials. The pill is called zuranolone. Clinical trials showed women who took the pill showed significant improvements in depressive symptoms. Dr. Samantha Metzo-Brody of UNC Center for Women's Mood Disorders calls the trial data incredibly encouraging.
It is so important that we have treatments that can act quickly. And current antidepressant therapy available orally can take weeks to months to work.
All right, there's more. Relief with this new drug did start quickly. Researchers say it took hold as fast as 3 days after starting the pills, and relief was still reported up to 45 days later. Look at this right here. Raleigh police and a local radio station and an insurance provider hosted a fun event for kids in Raleigh today. Look at all the fun that was had today. This was the first ever Kids Fest Bounce House Carnival on Pool Road. It featured bounce houses, local food trucks, and games and challenges to the delight of children. And more importantly, to provide them with a positive experience.
You know, we know they get caught up in gangs and things like that, and we want to prevent those type of things from happening. So these type of events are always important. Getting to know the community with our cops, with our fire department, and with our insurance and things of that nature that, you know, are productive. Yeah.
All right, then we're not done. Kids also got a chance to meet and talk with Raleigh police officers. Chief Estella Patterson called it an opportunity to build community relations with Raleigh's youngest citizens. Great to see they had a great time out there. Well, some great news for these guys. Tonight from the Cumberland County Animal Services, 40 animals found their forever homes today at the shelter's adoption event. Let's talk more about it. The Cotton Volunteer Fire Department and the County Public Works Commission came together to provide refreshments to folks looking to adopt. The shelter needed people to adopt as they are frequently at max capacity. They have waived all adoption fees this month. Cumberland County is just one of many shelters participating in our Clear the Shelters campaign. WRAL is hoping hundreds more pets get adopted. You can scan the QR code that you see on your screen right now. There's the code right there. We're making it easy for people to donate online to shelters and rescues and possibly finding the next furry member of your family. Now, even if you can't adopt, you can help homeless pets. Find our shelter wish list, including items they need, and volunteer opportunities at WRAL.com/shelters. All the information is right there for you. Great to see that. And Anthony, it's great that we actually have a calm night after today. It was pretty hot.
It was hot, yeah. Thankfully, we managed to not have any rainfall, things like that. But we could use some, I think, Julian, to kind of help cool us off just a little bit. And we have just a little bit in the forecast tomorrow evening. But on the whole here, as we head into our Sunday, that's why the tower is all lit up in that beautiful blue color tonight, as we're expecting a pretty calm, clear day tomorrow. Let's talk about Futurecast, though, because there is going to be the chance for just a passing shower late tomorrow afternoon into the evening. We start off no problems for us, but you see there is kind of a line of some showers back to the west. Some of those may try and work their way in tomorrow evening. I think a lot of them are going to lose some steam here by the time they get in our direction. But you notice Futurecast continues to advertise at least a few of those in our neck of the woods. Mainly, let's say after about 6 p.m. or so would be the time frame tomorrow. Shouldn't be heavy rainfall. I think most of the day is going to be nice and dry. We do, though, still have a level 1 risk, mainly including Roxborough and back to the west of our viewing area tomorrow for an isolated, brief, damaging wind gust. But I think most of us are not going to see a big time severe threat. Monday gets a little bit more interesting. So this is the severe risk for when we start off next week, where you can see we do have that level 2 risk back toward Asheville and Boone. A really large chunk here of a level 2 risk, even all of the entire state of West Virginia there included in it. What's likely to happen is a line very similar to tomorrow is going to continue to push its way across those states. By the time it gets to us, it will be again losing some steam, but I think it could have that chance here Monday afternoon of some strong storms. There's 5 o'clock or so. We go forward in time. Futurecast continues to show some heavier rainfall. 9 o'clock in the evening, scattered showers and storms, some of which could be on the stronger side. So we'll have to watch this. The models are just all over the place. But a lot of times when we get these cold fronts coming through, that's a pretty given certainty that we're going to see some lift in the atmosphere. They almost act like a bulldozer and lift that air out ahead of them. And so Monday afternoon, I think that chance is definitely there. We'll continue to watch that, though, for you. But I think the Monday evening, that time frame, we'll have the umbrella handy. It's going to be a good bet. Otherwise, tonight, though, no problems. Waking up tomorrow morning, low to mid 70s. It's going to be another day hot, humid, very typical for what we're used to this time of year. Feels like temperatures, though, continue to go up here as we head through the next couple of days. 98 for us tomorrow. Monday is no doubt going to be the hottest day out of the next 7. 108 is what it's likely to feel like Monday afternoon. The actual air temperature right about 96. 105 is that cutoff for a heat advisory. So I think Monday at this point, we could see heat advisories come out. So that's going to be a day to, of course, have all those summer precautions here with the water and everything we talked talk about this time of the year. Humidity not going to be really going down much anytime soon. We see a little bit of break there on Wednesday into Thursday, and it just goes back up beyond that. So we're stuck in this pattern here after a nice break last week. Most of us here, all of us in the 90s, 93 tomorrow, 96 on Monday. There's those scattered storms Monday afternoon and evening. And then, Julian, we get a pretty nice stretch of weather here. It's just going to be typical for this time of year, 90s and some sunshine. So that's pretty good, but still going to be hot.
All right. Thanks, Anthony. When we come back, we'll take a look at sports with Casey Hintz.
No, it's still going on, and there's still a few guys.
School is back, and Dick's House of Sport has everything you need to gear up so you can show up. With the widest selection from the hottest brands, like Nike, Jordan, On, Carhartt, Hoka, and more. Get the lowest price with our best price guarantee. And while you're here, scale a rock wall, hit a ball in our hitting bay, or test your skills in the multi-sport cage. With more looks and more ways to play, Dick's House of Sport is the destination to sport your style.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. Fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit Spectrum.com today.
Good evening, Darren Vaught here with tonight's drawings for Saturday, August 5th, 2023. Let's get started with Carolina Pick 3, where the first winning number is 7, the second is also 7, and the third is 5. And our Pick 3 fireball number tonight is 1. Joining me for tonight's drawing is our auditor from McConnell & Jones, LLP. We move along to Carolina Pick 4. The first Pick 4 number is 7, the second is 2, the third is 9, and the fourth is 0. And the Pick 4 fireball number tonight is 4. Turning now to the Carolina Cash 5. If no one wins the top prize tonight, tomorrow's top prize is estimated at $700,000. Good luck. Here's the first Cash 5 number. It's 15. The second is 1. The third is 31. There's the fourth. It's 6. And the fifth and final number tonight is 9. Over the past 16 years, the lottery has contributed over $9 billion to education. So thanks for your support, and thanks for playing the North Carolina Education Lottery.
We know you got an important job to do, and that's why we're here, to help you with your trash.
Because that's what we do at Forever Clean.
Here at Forever Clean, when we say it, we mean it, and we get the job done.
When we say today, it's not tomorrow.
That's the Forever Clean way.
Feeling strong. Bring it on. This heartbeat will last forever. Let's get it done. Feeling strong. Moving on. We're Chevy strong. Feeling strong. Moving on. We're Chevy strong.
WRAL Sports starts now. Sponsored by Easter Automotive.
It's been impressive what the North Carolina Courage have been able to do with a variety of lineups, of course, with the ladies out to the World Cup, scoring 11 goals in the last 2 games, running up 11 points in the Challenge Cup. Now, a win or draw tonight at Gotham FC would clinch the East Division and a spot in the Cup semifinals. Let's get you out to Red Bull Arena. 10 different players have found the back of the net for the Courage in this Challenge Cup, and in the last 2 games, they've conceded 0. But tonight, something that hadn't been done in 200-plus minutes. The opposing team strikes first in the 16th minute, and then they just kept attacking, striking again in the 59th minute as the Courage fall 2-0. Sean Nahas calls us a learning experience. Now, the Courage will need a draw or a loss by Gotham Wednesday to clinch the East. Coach Nahas on line 1.
I'm just disappointed for the players that it's out of our hands. Where we had a chance and now we're relying on other people again, and I don't like that feeling. So, but either way, we'll pick our heads up and we'll get back to work this week.
Well, it's do or die time for the Americans as the knockout stage begins. The U.S. women's national team just lucky to be in this position after their worst group stage performance in women's World Cup history. Of course, it doesn't get any easier with familiar foe Sweden up next. They eased through their group play, but U.S. co-captain Alex Morgan, she believes her and her teammates will make those necessary adjustments for a stronger showing against the number 3 ranked team in the world.
Yeah, it hasn't been the tournament that I would have hoped, but at the same time, having this incredible opportunity in front of us in the round of 16, facing Sweden, a team we know extremely well, I think that there's no question we're highly motivated to play in this game tomorrow.
And you can watch that game tomorrow morning on Fox 50 when they take out Sweden in the knockout stage. Hopefully take out Sweden, of course. It's an early game. It starts at 5 a.m. Well, Durham Bulls infielder Curtis Mead was called up to the Tampa Bay Rays yesterday. First big league pitch, first big league hit. And to make this even more special, Mead is from down under. And the number 3 overall Rays prospect becomes the first non-pitcher from South Australia to play in the majors. Meanwhile, the Bulls in Nashville carrying on without him. They were tied at 1 in the 4th inning. Blake Hunt, that'll drop, and plate 1 for the lead. Then 2 batters later, Alex Jackson, part of a little dugout switcheroo trade earlier this week. He's got a ripper down the right field line. Hunt comes around to score. The Bulls silence the sounds tonight, 7-3 the final. 3rd round of the Wyndham Championship from Sedgefield Country Club in Greensboro. Par 4 17. Lucas Glover's approach from 123 yards out. He almost holds it. That would lead to his 9th birdie of the day. Glover finishes tied for the lead at 18 under. Par 3 7. Billy Horschel's tee shot. He's going to stick it from 10 feet from the pin, and with birdie, Horschel gets to 14 under. He heads into the final round, also tied for the lead at 18 under.
Very nice. Now Holsey and Anderson square off. They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson.
The gloves were off in Cleveland tonight. The Guardians and the White Sox, they're going at it here. We've got Jose Ramirez, Tim Anderson throwing punches. Julian, that's the knockout punch there from Ramirez. We've seen a lot of shoving matches, but boy, that one was pretty entertaining. There's going to be some ejections. There was 6 ejections. There's probably going to be some suspensions. We know it.
Yeah, I bet. I'm not sure if that was a knockout. Looks like Anderson maybe stumbled. Who knows? So, all right, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. Same time, same place. Do me a favor. Have a great night.